Hey guys, I'm so excited to talk to you today. We're going to learn about the compensation plan and how you can make money with doTerra, which is one of my very favorite subjects because, quite frankly, I love that doTerra pays me a good amount of money to share oil. I would share oil with people for free if I wasn't getting paid for it. It's just a bonus if they pay me well to do this, and I'm super excited about it. A lot of times I think people are embarrassed to talk about how to make money with doTerra. They feel like they're being salesy or pushy, and I really would encourage you to take that out of your head. Studies show that people would radically change their life if they had $300 to $500 more per month of income, and that's huge for a lot of people. So people need not only a physical healing, but people also need financial healing, and I think we have a beautiful opportunity for them. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and I never present it to people that way. I always say, I really physically always say, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is just like any other job. You have to treat it seriously, but it has a potential that you will never find in another outside traditional 9 to 5. So let's talk about how to get some money, and we'll see if we can figure out some ways that maybe there's some things that you've overlooked or things that you didn't know or some things that could get you excited. I'm always excited when I talk about this. I love to talk about that. It's one of my favorite things about doTerra, and again, just like sharing the oil, you want to be enthusiastic when you share the oil, and you want to be enthusiastic when you share the opportunity, because if you're not excited, no one else is going to be excited with you. So you need to get fired up about this, figure out how you can make some money, and share that with people. So let's get started. There's 3 ways in the beginning that you get paid with doTerra. The first way is called Fast Start. Oh, I don't know if this marker's going to work. There we go. So this is your first check that you will get, and this is weekly. Now here's the way that this works. I'm going to use my team as an example just because that's the team that I know. So here's myself, and I enrolled Connie, I enrolled June, and I enrolled Mandy. So for the first 60 days that Connie, June, and Mandy are enrolled in doTerra, I get paid 20% of everything that they buy. So that's pretty good. If they spend $100 or $200 a month, that's quite a bit. So for 60 days, I get 20%. Now Rena enrolled me, so Rena gets 10%, and Sana is above her, so Sana gets 5%. So that's basically Fast Start. There's not a whole lot else to know about that other than this is just the pay rate, and that's how you get paid. So it's pretty exciting. I've had some really big checks. I've had some Fast Start checks that were almost $800. I've had a couple that were $780, so that's huge. I was really fired up when I got, $780 check in my mailbox. So Fast Start is important. I think people overlook that, especially after they enroll a few people and they've got maybe 10 or 12 or 15 people underneath them, and they start feeling like I'm going to let my team do the enrolling and I don't really have to enroll anymore. Big mistake. Fast Start can come to you every week, and that's money that you always are guaranteed every week as long as you're enrolling. And as that plays out in some other ways, it's especially important that you are continually enrolling. So this is Fast Start. Where's my rag? Okay, so now let's look at Power of 3. Let's try this marker. There we go. So Power of 3 is the next way that you get paid, and that is monthly. Usually around the 15th. They say the 15th, but sometimes it's a day or 2 later. So this is how Power of 3 works. Again, I'll use myself, and I enrolled Connie, June, and Mandy. When the 4 of us together have 600 PV in orders for the month, then I get a $50 bonus. And that's not a whole lot of money. It's, it pays for my oil, or it, buys me a little gas, or pays my water bill, or whatever. For some people, that is a whole lot of money. For some people, not so much. But anyway, it's $50 I didn't have, so I'm happy to have it, right? So now, we know what we're doing. So Connie is excited. She enrolls a couple people. June enrolls somebody. Mandy enrolls 3 people. But I still love oil, so I am still enrolling because I'm talking to everybody in my path, right? So now I go down and I help Connie. I put somebody here. I put a couple people under June. And then it's the same scenario over again. When Connie and her team, June and her team, and Mandy and her team all have 600 in PV in their little circle of 4, now these girls get the $50 bonus. And now I get $250. And that's a bit of a game changer because now I just paid the electric bill, or I made my car payment, or I bought all the oil that I wanted without any stress. So that's kind of an exciting place to be right there. When you hit that, it's super exciting. All right, now we're going to do the same thing again. This gal here is going to enroll a couple people. She's enrolling. Everybody's, enrolling. And they can do that because you're just focusing on your little team of 4 people. Now, that doesn't mean you only have 4. I have a couple shoppers up here, and that just pads my paycheck, okay? So everybody has some shoppers, and shoppers are awesome. We all want shoppers. But I'm always talking about building with builders, okay? So these are people who are committed to building. So now Connie's filling in hers, and June and Mandy are filled in. So now they're still helping. So we're all helping our downline. So I come down, and I put a couple people in here. June comes down and she puts a few people in. Connie puts some people in. Everybody's helping everybody and they all get filled in. Okay? So now, same thing again. When this team, this one, all the way across, when they all do the same thing and they've got their 600 PV, now these girls are the ones getting the $50 bonus. Now these girls on my front line, they get the $250 bonus and they're super excited about that. But what do you think I'm going to get? A lot of times people say, oh, 500. Sometimes people really stretch and they'll go, oh, maybe 750. How about 1,500? Now that just changed the financial landscape for a lot of people because a lot of people are trying to live on less than $1,500 a month. So that is huge. That is a real game changer. So I'm super excited about Power of 3, and this should be the focus of your business. You are driving to Power of 3 all the time. So when you get this filled in this way, and you're basically just going to work down your lines. You're going to just go straight from your first line to your second line to your third line. Help those people fill in. There are some circumstances when you might need somebody in a place and you don't necessarily put your next enrollment there, and we'll talk about that in another video. But for the most part, this is what this looks like. You just kind of work your way down the lines. Okay? So that's Power of 3, and when you do this, everything else in your business is going to fall into place and everything will grow. All right? So that's pretty exciting, and that's what you're focusing on. So your next check is going to be called Unilevel. Now, Unilevel is super exciting. This is literally where you are building your dynasty, okay? And I don't use that term loosely. I'm very serious about this. So again, this is a weekly check. Comes with your Power of 3 check around the 15th. So here's myself, and again, Connie, June, and Mandy. And Connie has got her 3 gals. They've all got their 3. Everybody's filled in. And then those gals have theirs, and everybody's filled in. So this is going to go down 7 levels, okay? So we've got Connie, we've got Angela, we've got Jennifer, and it just keeps going down 7 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now what happens is when they come out of the fast start and you are not getting 20% now. Now you're going to get 2% on this line. So you see why you don't really want to have 100 people there, because if they spend 100 PV, you're only getting $2. So, so wow, I just made $6, $7, $8, $10. That's not a whole lot of money. But this gets really big. So your next line, you get 3, then you get 5, 5, 6, 6, and 7. Now, this is assuming everything is filled in and everybody has their 3 builders at 150 PV. This is not including all the shoppers. This is just based on your 3 builders, okay? When you hit this 7th level right here, this entire structure, you probably want to sit down for this, okay? This entire structure is a monthly check of $32,000. That's huge, right? So when I went into doTerra and I heard that, I thought, well, first of all, I thought that can't even be true. And then I thought, if that is true, it's people that are the network marketing superstars or the health gurus or, whatever. It wasn't going to be me, certainly. But this is your everyday person that loves oil. You will meet people making this kind of money all the time, and they're no more flashy or, I don't want to say they're not special, because certainly they're special. They've done something right. But everybody is special enough to do this, okay? So these are the people that are just talking about oil. If you love oil, you share oil, you're talking about oil, this is going to be in your future. The only way that you will fail at this is if you quit. You just can't fail. You just keep sharing oil. You may be faster or slower than someone else. You may not do this in, 2 years. Maybe you'll do it in 5 years. Maybe you'll do it in 7 years. But what else are you going to do in 7 years? If you think about your job, does your job have the potential for you to ever make this amount of money? Probably not. Maybe a few of you, but probably not. So you just stick at it, keep going, and this paycheck is in your future, okay? So that is basically your 3 ways to get paid. This is what the first thing is that you need to know about your business. You need to understand this inside and out. It's not hard. You can watch this video 300 times and memorize it, but you got to know it because you can't share it if you don't know it, okay? So if you have questions on that, you can tag me in the group. You can make a comment underneath the video, and we'll talk some more about some other things here that just kind of expounds on this a little bit, but this is really what you need to know to get started. You guys have a good day, and I hope to see you soon with this paycheck.